Good morning, my name is Anila Amakaya and this is my oral recitation in Science, Technology, and Society. And my topic is all about Fruedian Revolution. In the past, the field of the psychology was always classified under philosophy. The psychology was considered more of an art rather than science. In the late 19th century, Sigmund Freud was able to change people's perception of psychology with his revolutionary theory of the psychoanalysis. The psychoanalysis is the study that explains human behavior. In his theory, Freud explained that there are many conscious and unconscious factors that can influence behavior and emotions. He always argued that this personality is a product of three conflicting elements: the id, ego, and the superego. Science hardliners brushed off the legitimacy of the psychoanalysis as a science since its concepts were more philosophical and supernatural. Many believe that Freud's theory had no scientific data could support it. Perhaps Freud's single most enduring and important idea was that the human personality has more one aspect. Freud's personality theory 1923 saw the personality structure into three parts: the id, ego, and superego, all developing at different stages in our lives. These are systems not part of the brain or in any way physical. According to Freud, the psychoanalytic theory, the id is the primitive and instinctual part of the mind that contains sexual and aggressive drives and hidden memories. The superego operates as a moral conscience, and the ego is the realistic part that mediates between the desire of the id and the superego. So now we're gonna know what is the id. The id is the primitive and instinctive component of personality. It consists of all the inherent components of personality present at birth, including the sex, instinct, eros, and the aggressive instinct. The id is the impulsive and part of our personality which responds directly and immediately to basic urge, needs, and desires. The personality of the newborn child is all id, and only later does it develop an ego and superego. The id operates on the pleasure principle, Freud 1920, which is the idea that every wishful impulse should be satisfied immediately, regardless of the consequences. When the id achieves its demands, we expect pleasure. When it denied, we expect pleasure or tension. The ego is that part of the id which has been modified by the direct influence of the external world. Freud 1923, the ego developed to mediate between the unrealistic id and the external real world. It is the decision-making component of personality. Ideally, the ego works by reason, whereas the id is chaotic and reasonable. The ego operates according to the reality principle, working out realistic ways of satisfying the id's demand, often compromising or postponing satisfaction to avoid negativity consequences of society. The ego considers social realities and norms, etiquettes, and rules in deciding how to behave. If the ego fails in its attempt to use the reality principle, an anxiety is experienced. Unconscious defense mechanism and employs to help warm up unpleasant feelings or make good things feel better for the individual. Is the superego. The superego incorporates the value of moral and social which are learned from one's parents and others. It developed around the age of 3 to 5 years during the phallic stage of psychosexual development. The superego's function is to control the id impulses, especially those which society forbids, such as sex and aggression. The superego can also reward us through the ideal self when we have properly by making us proud. Despite of criticism, Freud still continued to work of refining his theory in the fact drive to explain how psychoanalysis can be a clinical method in treatment some mental disorders. Soon enough, people were able to understand the concept of psychoanalysis, which eventually resulted in classifying psychology as a science. These three revolutionizing theories are just some of the many scientific ideas that transformed and molded societies and beliefs. The changes they brought to the perspective and perception of the scientific community and the public are evidence of science and technologies linked to humanity. Through scientific research and experimentations, people will continue to define their understanding of the world and the universe. And that's all for my oral recitation. Hope you understand some things or some ideas about Fruedian Revolution. Thank you and God bless.